Hello and welcome to the Art of Selling Online Courses. We're here to share winning strategies and secret hacks from top performers in the online course industry. My name is John Ainsworth and today's guest is Martina Viljevac. Martina is an account manager here at Data Driven Marketing. She is responsible for email marketing and funnel building for all of our clients, and projects that she's been working on have made over $2 million in the last year. Today, we're going to talk about re-engagement campaigns, what they are, why they matter, how much more money they might make you, and how to do them. Now, before we start learning from Martina about that, I want to talk about an offer for you. If you go to courseprofitreport.com and fill in the form, we will calculate for you what areas of your funnel to improve, how much money they might make you. And if you've got enough traffic, then on top of that, you've probably heard about this before, but on top of that, Martina's also going to do a review for you of one of your sales pages and checkout pages, totally for free if you qualify for it. So Martina, can you please describe what's included in that video review that you do for people?
Yes, basically what we do is analyze one of your sales pages and one of your checkout pages and see if there's something that's clear enough and that's missing on your page, or if you have a certain element, but it's not fully optimized. We just do a video review, show your website and tell you, you can do this and earn more money. Just quickly optimize this. No ties attached. You can just go back, optimize your sales page, optimize your checkout page, see how it goes, see how much more your conversion rates improve, and then basically prove that we know what we're speaking about.
It's like a little freebie, isn't it? It's like, here you go, make some more money. It's really cool, right? So we used to do kind of similar to that. We used to do something we called the mini audit. This was like 3 years ago. 2019, I did a talk at a conference and I asked everybody in the audience if they wanted me to do it. And most people said yes. And so we did these mini audits for people. And nobody ever, most people didn't message me afterwards about it. Aww. But I talked to someone the other day who said he spent the last 3 years implementing everything from in that, and he's more than 2.5 times his revenue. And I was
love it.
So cool. I'm so glad people have actually been taking this stuff and doing the things from it, because not everybody always tells me about it. It's great.
It's great. And it's not like a 2-minute video. Those are like 10 to 15-minute videos taking a deep dive into your pages and telling you to improve just simple things that you can do in your tech setup and make more money.
Nice. Love it. Okay. So Martina, let's talk about re-engagement campaigns. Start us off. What the fuck is a re-engagement campaign? What is it? High level? What does it mean?
So to re-engage someone, it means to get people who haven't been opening your emails in quite some time. You can choose the time frame that you want to work with and get them to open up your re-engagement emails, to nurture them and get them back to your engaged list, to your healthy list, get them excited to receive more of your emails, get them to read them in the future, and basically become one of your engaged subscribers.
Got it. Now, why does that matter? What's the big deal about getting people re-engaged?
It's a big deal even throughout the year. You want to keep your list healthy. You want to get rid of the people who haven't been opening the emails, and you want to keep the ones that do. But now it's October, which means you're preparing for Black Friday. You want to get as many people on your engaged list and then have an email promotion for Black Friday and basically get more people to see those emails. So in the acquisition phase, throughout the whole October, you can just email people, get those people who haven't been opening the emails, they have been busy with life, get them to rebuild the relationship with you and just promote something to them during Black Friday. We use November as well for the re-engagement or just engagement with the current audience, not selling anything, not being pushy, just building the relationship and then investing everything into the Black Friday promotion where they are more likely to buy.
Nice. Okay, cool. So the reason that it matters is because if they re-engage, if they get used to opening your emails again, you build that relationship up with more people, then you've got a bigger list of engaged people who open your emails, read your emails, click on stuff in your emails. And then when you offer something in Black Friday, more people are going to buy because they're more likely to open the emails, click on them, pay attention to what you're doing. Exactly. And therefore you make more money. That's why it all matters. And you help more people with your fabulous courses.
Exactly. So if you consider yourself a customer, your email is going to be blowing up during Black Friday. You'll receive emails from so many companies and you'll only read the ones that you have time for. So what you want people to see, I know these people, I've read more about them, I'm engaged with them. I want to click on those emails and see what they're offering during Black Friday.
Nice. Cool. All right. So who do you send these re-engagement emails to?
So this depends on how big your list is and which people you consider to be unengaged. We normally go for people who haven't opened any emails in 30 days because we have a pretty structured email campaign. We send out promo emails, we send out newsletters. So for someone to not open any emails in the 30 days, it means that they are most likely unengaged. But if you are sending only one email a month, then someone that hasn't opened one email doesn't mean anything. You can basically see how big your segments are, see who you consider unengaged, and then email those people. It's either people who haven't opened an email in 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. What I suggest is having all those 3 segments set up and see how big they are and see who makes most sense to re-engage. Again, if you only send 1 email a month or 2 a month, then 30 days is too small of a time frame to consider someone unengaged. Maybe they just haven't opened those 2 emails. It's okay.
Got it. That makes sense. Cool. So it's probably 30 days if you're sending quite a lot of emails. If you're not sending that many, maybe it's 60. And if you're hardly sending them ever, then maybe it's 90 days. So but it's somewhere in that kind of range. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what does it mean to re-engage someone? How do you know that they are re-engaged? How are you tracking a re-engaged person?
So we have a few different approaches. It depends on what your end goal is. So do you want to get as many people to re-engage, but they aren't that good of quality? Or do you want really qualified people, but then get less of them? So if you want to get more people, you just count them as re-engaged if they have opened the email. And if you want to get more quality people, you ask them to click on a link and then consider them re-engaged if they have clicked. Or even better, you ask them to reply to an email, but you will get so much less people that way. So it depends on your end goal. Do you want to get really qualified people who are replying to your emails, who want to be a part of your audience, or you just want them to click on the link and then get them to re-engage with different emails, with the nurturing sequence, and build the relationship that way. So it really depends on whether you want more people who are more likely to become unengaged again. Just because they opened one of your re-engagement email does not mean that they are going to continue opening them. That's why you have the plan for post re-engagement period. But if you want to get only the most qualified people, then you can ask them to click on the link or to reply to an email. Basically, more investment that they have to give to, the more warm they are and more likely they are to stay engaged.
And how are you deciding? Like, let's say it's a campaign for one of our clients. How are you deciding which of those 2 you're going to focus on, or which of those 3, I suppose, because you said you could count someone as re-engaged if they open one of the emails, if they click on it, or if they reply. How do you make that decision?
We basically test them out with each individual audience and see how likely they are to do something. With one of our clients, we realized that everybody clicks on the link. If they open it, like 85% of the people want to click on the link. That's why you make the link as beautiful as possible. You want to give them something special so that more people click on it. If people are less likely to click on it, that just means either your gift is not good enough and you can make it better, or it just means that your audience is not that prepared to re-engage with you, to get your free gift, to start working with you again. So in my opinion, you could test both. You can test, you are not sending only one re-engagement email. Send one and just ask them to open it. Send the other one and see how many people click on it. And then see which numbers make more sense to you. But what I would like to note here is that you're not just asking them to open. Once they open the email, they get an option to unsubscribe. And you want to make this very clear. You want to put this in their face, basically telling them, okay, either you want this free gift and you want to reintroduce yourself to us, or you can feel free to unsubscribe. Here is the link. We are not going to bother you anymore, stuff like that. So it's all about testing and seeing what the numbers are after the first few re-engagement emails and then adjusting that accordingly. Again, I prefer having people re-engaged based on the opens because we have a pretty well thought out post re-engagement structure, then getting them to re-engage so they can still unsubscribe during that period of time before we consider them engaged. So getting them to open is pretty easy, get a lot of people, and then see in the next 2 weeks while you are re-engaging them with the nurturing emails, see how likely they are to open those as well. So it's all about testing.
Okay. If you had to say to somebody, imagine there's someone listening who they're like, I don't know how to test. I don't know how to track it. I'm not good at that kind of thing. Just tell me what to do. Is there one that you would say is like more often is a good option?
Yeah, I would choose opens 9 out of 10 times. opens, give them an option to unsubscribe. If they want to, they will. If not, that just means they want to keep receiving your emails. It's simple enough. They got the option to unsubscribe right away, but they haven't.
Okay, cool. All right. So you mentioned in there a gift, which sounds nice. So tell me more about this gift. What is the gift for, and what kind of things might be the gift?
Yeah, so the gift is the most important part.
Okay.
It depends on which approach you want to take. Again, you can have a giveaway. What I don't like about giveaways is that not everybody wins and they don't win right away. So if I was to click on the free gift email and then they tell me, oh, you'll receive this by the end of the week, I'm like, oh, I want it now. For example, if you don't have anything to give them, you can have a discount for one of your offers. But then again, this isn't a free. So I have to spend money to get a gift. It's a bit sketchy. So I would definitely advise having a free gift set up, either splintering some of your content, having a free PDF, some lead magnet that people haven't receiving that much, something that you can give them and call that a welcome back pack, and just offer them for free, just simply by clicking a button to have them download it. This will make them warm right away. They get something right away. You don't want, basically, they don't have to do anything. Here is a free gift for you. Feel free to, use it however you want.
Have you ever heard of the 2 muffin test?
Oh, no.
No, okay, so this is something they do with kids, right? And I guess it would work with adults as well, but I've seen it done with kids a bunch of times. So what they do is they give the kid a free muffin and they say to them, you can eat it now, but if you wait for 10 minutes, then we'll give you 2. Mm-hmm. And you see the kids, they video them, right? And I've seen this on TV documentaries, that kind of thing. And the kids are sat there and they're like sitting on their hands and trying to look away around the room. And then some of them just give up and just eat it. And some of them eat it straight away. And it just reminded me when you're saying about, you don't want to wait till the end of the week. You want your free gift now, right? It's like we all want the free gift now. None of us want to have to wait for the stuff. So it's like, yeah, okay, cool. So get something they could get straight away. So it could be a little something from inside of one of your courses. It could be something that you were going to make into a lead magnet later and you just give it to them. Do they have to put their email address in to get this? I guess not, because you've already got their email address, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. So something cool, useful, maybe from in your membership or your courses or whatever it is you've got. And they can get that just by clicking the link. And so what the link, when you press the button, it takes them through to a web page where they can download the thing?
It's either a Dropbox folder, a Google Drive folder, or just a simple straight up download link. So once they click it, it's downloaded to their PC. But I know that people don't really like that. They like to be taken to a page and then see, okay, I'm downloading this and this. I want to be safe. I want to know what's happening once they click on the button. Got it.
Cool. Okay. So how many emails do you send out about this free gift to people?
So the first part is the re-engagement sequence, and here we send 4 to 6 emails. After 5, it's kind of less likely because you are basically emailing the same people. If they haven't opened those 5, I'm pretty sure they won't be opening them in the future. But having less than 4, I don't advise, because we have seen people opening the 4th email as much as the 3rd email. So I'd say 4 to 5 is the sweet spot. You can see, you can send them until people stop opening them. It's never going to be 0, but then
you've got to spend the time writing them as
well. Yeah. If it's too much effort to write it and not worth it, then just focus on it. You can start with 4 and then see if the 4th email is very popular, add 1 more in a week. It doesn't have to be in the same sequence.
Okay. And all of those emails are promoting the free gift. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So they're all, the point of all of those emails is like a different angle, a different way to get someone to open that email and click on the link to download the gift. Cool. Okay, great. And so since we know these are people who haven't been opening the stuff before, they haven't been opening our previous emails, we need to have something that's different about these ones to get them to open these emails. So the only thing they're going to see to start with is the subject line and maybe the first line of the email. So what kind of subject lines work here?
So the subject line is the most important part. All the feedback I got was, oh, I love the subject lines. Those got my attention. So what we've proven to be working is we're using gift in the subject line, using the word free, using the word download in brackets. So combining those and having download welcome back gift or download your free gift is waiting. And then the third email can be reminder your gift is inside, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The scarcity works well here as well, but I would start with the download the free gift subject lines, and then towards the end, like fourth or fifth email, you can say, John, you have 3 days until we unsubscribe you, or John, in 3 days we will remove you, stuff like that. So people see their name and they're like, oh wow, I have like only a few days to do something. So those work very well as well. It's the combination of the few approaches.
Okay, so then if somebody opens the email, what kind of content we got in there? Is there like a long story? Is it just like, hey, download your free gift and a button? Like what kind of stuff is in the email?
So it's a short email. You don't want a long story here. Those are the people who haven't been opening the emails. They are busy. They don't have time to like read this whole thing. You want to be straight to the point, telling, hey, I know that you haven't been opening my emails. Is everything okay? You can reply to this email and let me know if you have the whole system set up where someone reads those replies. And then as a thank you for opening this email and wanting to be here, here is a free gift. If this is a giveaway, you can explain more about it. If this is a free gift, which we prefer, then just say a bit what's inside the gift and have a clear call to action button for people to download. And then the next part is, if you don't want to be here, if you don't want to receive these emails anymore, feel free to unsubscribe, and then show them the unsubscribe link right away. And basically those are the two options. Clear call to actions, 300-word emails. I wouldn't say more, just explaining what's happening, explaining what's going to happen once they click on each of the links, and that's it.
Cool. Okay. So we figured out who to send. We know why the emails of these re-engagement campaigns matter. We know who we're going to send them to, how we'll track whether someone is re-engaged, what we're going to give them as the gift, how many emails to send, what kind of subject line to have, and what to have in the email. Great. So hopefully at the end of that, people are opening the emails, clicking on the emails, downloading their free gifts. What happens next to the people if they're now measured as being re-engaged? Do we put them back onto the main email list? Is there something else that happens?
So the easy thing to do here is just get them back to the engaged list and continue, treat them like everyone else on your list. But what I would suggest here is putting a little bit more effort in it and having a nurturing email sequence, which could be very similar to your normal welcome email sequence. So you can treat these people as first-time subscribers. What you want to do is not have them receive promo emails and newsletter right away. You can have a week or 2-week period where they just receive content-based, nurturing emails, reintroducing them to your brand, reintroducing them to what you do, showing testimonials, showing social proof, maybe even getting them to know how to use the free gift that you already gave them during the re-engagement campaign. So just talking to them, not selling them anything, just being there for them. You can ask them questions and then have the customer avatars updated with their replies. So it's a week or 2-week nurturing period where you're not selling them anything. You just want to nurture them and keep them warm, and then get them to, once they get back to the promo list, the engaged promo list, you want them to be more likely to buy and open those emails and not be annoyed that they opened one email and now you're trying to sell them something that's less likely to work.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Now you know what to do, how to run a re-engagement campaign, why it matters, and help you get ready for Black Friday. I know a lot of people listening to this only do 2 or 3 promotions a year. Most people that we talk to only do 2 or 3 promotions a year. We'd love for you to do 2 a month, which is what we recommend in our system. But if you are only doing a couple a year and one of them is Black Friday, then for goodness sake, make the most of it. Today's episode was a way that you could go about doing that. If you found the interview useful and you want to get future episodes, then please subscribe wherever you listened. And I look forward to seeing you in the next show. Thanks so much, Martina, for coming on and sharing this with everybody. Really appreciate you sharing your wisdom.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me and for listening.